It's time to understand different types of malware. Let's begin now. Many texts suggest that the word virus is an acronym. It stands for Vital Information Resource Under Siege. The function of virus is similar to what it stands for. Virus is nothing but a piece of code as mentioned earlier. This code, once executed, starts performing tasks in the background. A victim may not understand its existence right at the beginning. But as time progresses, various symptoms of virus infection can be seen. These symptoms vary as the code variation occurs. Some viruses will use up all the computing power to perform a job. It can be a simple job of pinging google.com for no apparent reason. Due to this, the victim's machine performs very slow as majority of its resources are being used by the virus. A virus damage increases as it spreads to other disks and drives. However, it always needs to attach itself to a host file or an application to spread. Say, you downloaded subtitles of a movie, and along with the usual SRT file, there is a fishy .bat file as well. A victim might not pay much attention to it and give a copy of the same to another person. In this way, even if the victim deletes it from one of the drives, say C drive, there is a copy of it somewhere else. Not just the storage areas inside the system, a virus propagates to portable drives like USB sticks. So the infected USB stick can damage any other system it is inserted in, as the virus can be copied into the new system's drive along with the host files. This chain keeps on running, infecting multiple systems. What we saw till now gives us a picture of three main components of virus. These are concealer, payload, replicator. The concealer's job is to make virus appear as a benign application, i.e. a trustworthy and genuine application. The concealer's job is to make virus appear as a benign application, i.e. a trustworthy and genuine application. This part is normally done by the attacker during the creation of the virus itself. A simple way is to show another app's icon as its own. This way the victim is fooled to believe that it is a trustworthy file. The payload is nothing but the actual piece of code where the instructions are stated. This decides the behavior of the virus. It can be a simple command of restarting the machine indefinitely. In the previous subtopic, we saw how a chain of propagation was created. This plan is devised by the replicator part of a virus. It may not be limited to only file systems but can be applied to networks and internet as well. Moving ahead to our last topic on virus, we shall be quickly looking at its life cycle. The phases of this includes dormant, propagation, triggering, execution. A virus can remain dormant in its initial stage. In this phase, it just exists within a system. Not all viruses will have this phase. While being dormant, the other active phase can be propagation stage. As we saw previously, the virus attaches itself to other programs and files. In this stage, it tries to copy itself to other group of files or an application. so that when a user migrates these infected files or application, the virus can also travel. Now, the virus is existing on multiple systems, but it is still dormant as no execution has happened yet. Trigger phase becomes the starting point of execution of the virus. Normally, triggers are kept at a certain date/time. Once the system date/time is equal to the one virus is scheduled to execute, mayhem occurs. Remember, by this stage, the virus has tried its best to propagate itself to multiple systems. All viruses now will trigger at the same time, say Friday the 13th at 00:00 This phase is where the payload of a virus is executed. Each virus behavior will differ as per its code. This is where the users will start feeling the symptoms of damage to their systems. In the next topic, we will be seeing briefly the other two remaining types of malware. We saw a great deal on viruses in this topic. It's time to now look at what have we learned so far with a small quiz. This completes our topic on understanding the functioning of viruses. That is all.